If you clicked on this video, chances are you are struggling with attracting women. I remember this one time I was texting this one girl. She went to school about an hour and a half away from me. Some days she'd be texting me back showing high interest, and then some days she wouldn't be showing interest. And I would still be completely blowing up her phone. Is everything okay? I really like you. Do you like me back? Making pretty much every single mistake that you can make when talking to a girl. And I decided that for Valentine's Day, I was gonna drive all the way an hour and a half to her to take her out for a date. And she actually said yes. So I was getting super excited. Then the day came for the date and she just ghosted me. Then after working on myself for a while and following the protocol that I'm gonna lay out in this video, I significantly improved this aspect of my life. I developed confidence with approaching girls. I became much more sure of myself and stopped being that guy that women just walked over and didn't respect. And a lot of guys on the internet will say things like, don't focus on women, bro, just focus on yourself. But you can probably relate to this. When you're struggling with women, like when you can't get a girl to like you back or you don't have the confidence to go talk to the girls that you want to talk to, it severely impacts your mental health and your ability to actually focus on other things. Now, don't get me wrong, you should still do things for yourself. You should still have your own purpose, your own motivations, but saying that I want to improve myself so I can attract women, saying that I want to get better at this, that's a great pursuit. There's nothing wrong with that because that's a great area of your life to level up. So anyways, here are the 4 steps to becoming a man that women pursue. Number 1, become the man that she wants. A lot of YouTubers talk about pickup lines. This is the best pickup line to use on Tinder. If you want to attract her, stand like this and not like this. Bro, come on. They'll talk about focusing on quick hacks and not long-term solutions. Now, when you focus on quick hacks, when you focus on the best pickup line or the number 1 thing to say, yeah, you might get some quick fixes, but you're not going to actually get good long-term results. Because think about it this way, all you're doing is just patching a band-aid over the leak. You're not actually fixing the core issue. So instead of focusing on hacks, we're going to focus on long-term self-improvement. Because something you must understand is that you attract the type of person that you are. If you want to attract a high-quality woman, or you just want more women to be into you in general, to be receptive to you, well, the only way you can change that is by becoming a better version of yourself, because attraction is inevitable. Someone's either attracted to you or they're not. So that's why the only thing you can do is improve yourself. Imagine if you were jacked, if you were more confident, if you were more sure of yourself. Would you still be struggling with girls? Probably not, because high quality women are attracted to high quality men. And a bit of a harsh truth that you must understand is that women want a man who is on an upwards trajectory. But when you're younger, it's more about being a man who has goals, who has ambition, who's clearly on the right track in life. Because obviously when you're young, you're not going to have a ton of money. You're not going to have a nice car, but do you have the mindsets of someone who's going to eventually get there? Do you have the mindsets of someone who's going to be successful? That's what she's looking for. Now, step 2, you have to get in top tier shape. For whatever reason, and I don't even know why this is, but 99% of guys who go through a transformation, who improve with women, it starts with fitness. Most likely it's because when you go through a fitness transformation, it's gonna make you more attractive, right? Because girls are gonna take more of an interest in you when you have a better physique, when you look better. That's fairly obvious. But it's not just about how it improves your physical attractiveness. It's also about the man you have to become to get disciplined in the gym, to build a strong physique. It shows you have a strong ability to do what's best for you and delay gratification. So bro, if you haven't started focusing on your fitness, make that one of the purposes of your life. Get in the best shape of your life. And if you want help for your journey, I just launched the pre-sale for my coaching community, so you can go check that out. The link's gonna be in the description. The 3rd thing you must focus on is becoming a modern gentleman. I disagree with a lot of the advice that guys will say on certain podcasts and stuff about, you should be rude. You should leave her on red because that's going to make her chase after you. Because that advice is not going to attract a high quality girl. It's just going to make high quality girls absolutely repulsed by you. Of course, as a man, you should be a leader. You should have a strong mentality, but you also should be kind. You also should be respectful. There's a big difference between being a gentleman and being a simp. As a man, you should always be kind. You should always be respectful. But the difference between the gentleman and the simp is that they're both kind. But the gentleman, when he's dealing with a girl who's disrespecting him, who's not being kind to him, he stops dealing with her. He stops taking an interest in her. Whereas a simp will keep chasing after a girl who disrespects him, who doesn't value his time, who doesn't show that she cares for him. As a man, you need to always be okay with walking away when you're being mistreated. If a girl isn't respecting you or your time, your values, who you are as a man, Why would you show an interest in her? There's no reason to. There's so many women out there to settle for girls who don't really care about you. So always be kind, always be respectful, but do not get taken advantage of. Now, the fourth and final step, you have to be okay with going through rejection. A lot of YouTubers will make videos on, oh, this is how you avoid rejection. This is how you stop getting rejected. That's a lie. You can't avoid rejection. You have to be okay with going through rejections, with going through failures to improve at anything. Because think about it this way, right? Imagine your son was a baseball player and he showed up to his first game ever and he struck out a few times. And then he said, oh yeah, like I'm just not going to keep playing baseball because I struck out. What would you say? You'd be like, well, that's dumb. Why would you have that mindset? So then why do you see one girl that you want to go talk to, you mess up and you go, I just suck? Because you struck out once. But that doesn't mean you're bad. That doesn't mean that like there's anything wrong with you. That just means that was one instance where you messed up. Because the best baseball players get out 60% of the time. And dating is similar. You're going to have to go through rejections. You're going to have to go through failures. You're going to have to go on bad dates. You're going to have awkward conversations. It's literally inevitable. It's going to happen. The only difference between the guys who are successful and the guys who aren't is the way they view rejection. Everyone gets nervous. Everyone gets scared. Everyone goes through rejection. But the guy who's masculine, the guy who is on the right path, he doesn't view rejection as failure. He views rejection as a learning opportunity. When he gets rejected, he doesn't tell himself, I'll never get a girl. I'm just a failure. He tells himself, okay, that was a kind of odd experience, but at least I tried. At least I put myself out there. Because getting rejected always feels way better than being the guy who doesn't even try, who rejects himself. Which, bro, leads me with one last message. Never, ever reject yourself. It is her job to reject you, not yours. You should never, ever see a girl that you want to go talk to and say to yourself, like, oh, she's just way out of my league. There's no way she'd be into me. Bro, come on. Like, having that mentality is basically a disgrace to your manhood, right? Like, bro, grow a pair. Like, come on. You're telling me that you're scared of talking to a girl because she might reject you, she's out of your league. You don't even know that. You don't even know that she's out of your league. You're only saying that because it's your way of coping with like, oh, like I'm scared of getting rejected because it's going to hurt my feelings. Bro, who cares if it hurts your feelings? Bro, who cares? You have to fail. You have to go through rejections in order to improve. So don't beat yourself up. Don't reject yourself because that doesn't help you in any way. Instead, have a positive mindset towards rejection. Have a learner's mentality. Have the mentality that you're going to get better and you're going to improve. But the only way you can do that is if you embrace failure and if you're okay with it. So anyways, like and subscribe to see more videos like these, and I'll see you for the next video, bro.